All right, this is it. This is the start. We're at the DeClue Loops trail race, doing the 50K here in St. Louis County at Greensfield Park. Marathoners and 50Kers will start right here. I'm doing the 50K. It's 6:41. Take a little peek at the trail. So to prep for this race, I had elbow surgery and have been laid up for a few days. So my goal is just going to be to finish. Right now I'm wearing my Saucony Endorphin 2s, but I think I'm going to change that to my Brooks. I think they'd be a little more comfortable on this terrain. The heel has a little more backwards roll in these shoes, and I don't think I'm gonna risk it in these. I don't know, we'll see. Check out the scar from the elbow surgery 3 days ago. It hurts. I can only bend my arm about this much. It's gonna suck.
Okay.
It's crazy how fast I separated from the pack. Guys ahead of me, guys behind me, but right now, I can't see anybody. Just me and the trail. And it's beautiful. Watch your step. A nice little uphill climb right here. Lots of tripping hazards, lots of rocks and roots. Sun's coming up. 20 minutes in. About 2 miles down. That uphill was like a mile, zigzagging back and forth. No fun. More uphill here. For a while there, it was mostly just big rocks. So the dirt trail is a nice break from all that technical work. Still need to watch my feet. I stayed in the Sauconys. I didn't switch over to the Brooks. I might end up staying in them. Just the forward momentum in my Sauconys compared to my Brooks, it's exponential. We'll see how the ankles are doing. Got to go through this loop 4 times. This is number 1, so we'll see. Look at this. This is awesome. Oh. Had water set up right about the 3 mile mark. I decided not to take any. I had my hydration cup in my pocket, but I don't know, it just didn't feel like I needed it. And there's a guy on my heels, so he stopped. This is giving me a little bit of a gap between us. Right now, about to roll over mile 4. Feeling good. Heart rate's in the 140s. Just gonna keep it low and slow. torturous. I gotta walk here. It's straight up big old rocks. Holy. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. All right. First loop. Almost done. About to cross over the 8 mile mark. It's 8 miles right there. 8 miles. Current pace. It's 11:50. Here we go. This is it right here. Thank you. So I only carried my phone to record on the first loop because after that, I switched over to carrying my water bottle. It was abnormally hot for Missouri on September 30th, 2023. It got over 90 degrees. So by the time that first loop ended, it was already in the 80s and I was getting hot. So it was a better idea to carry my hydration source rather than to carry my phone. Interesting thing at this race, they did not hand out cups of water. You had to bring your hydration source and refill it at the hydration stations. There was only one with people manning it about 2.5 miles in. And then at the 6.2-ish mile mark, there was just a couple of jugs of water that were pretty warm the last 3 or 4 loops of the race. Whenever I came across the 4th loop, I was told that I was the last one, and I knew there was several people behind me, but they said that so many people had quit because of the heat. And that made it to whenever I finished, I was the last one. There was only a few people there. They handed me a beer and my ribbon, and they were ready to get out of there because they were sitting in the heat all day too. I did stay in my Sauconys. I wish I'd switched over to my Brooks. I think my feet would be way more comfortable had I switched over to my Brooks. The Sauconys got a little plate in them that help you run faster. They're great road shoes. They are not good trail shoes. I learned that. So if I do, well, not if I do, when I do my next trail race, I'm going to wear my Brooks with technical terrain like that and not my Sauconys. Now, if I do the Katy Trail, which I'm signed up to do November 4th, the 100K, I'll stick with my Sauconys because that's all flat surface, 100% flat. There's no roots or anything, no technical work. I'll go ahead and stay in them. But for versatile terrain, going over rocks and stumps and stuff like that, I'm going to wear my Brooks Ghosts. They sent an email saying that this was going to be a 50K. You sign up, it says a 50K. It's actually 55K, and it's right about 33 miles. And you realize that, and you understand that, and you start to get frustrated at that whenever it's over 90 degrees and you have finished 50K and you still have, 2 miles to go to the finish line. So that was kind of frustrating, but it was beautiful out there. It was my first ultra race, and I'm glad I did it. And I'll do it again so long as the weather is less than 80 degrees for the high. I don't feel like going through that again. There's just not enough hydration stations. And there's nothing exciting about running in the forest in Missouri in our humidity when it's 90 plus degrees outside. What else? Yeah, I should have stayed in the Brooks. Finished. Oh, at the half mile or the halfway mark, right after loop 2, I sat in the car for 30 minutes. So I did lose a lot of time there, but I had my Apple Watch and I had just bought a new one, but I didn't bring my Ultra. I have the new Ultra so that I can do longer races and it stay charged. But I was already down below 50% and my wife had just got there. So I charged my watch in the car for about 30 minutes just so I could have record of it. And then at the end of the race, I had to stop it right at the 50K mark because I was at 1% and I wanted to get credit for it. So I stopped my watch there. So if you have just a regular Apple Series 7 and you don't have the Ultra, good chance is your watch isn't going to last long enough for you to be able to finish the race and get credit for it on your activity app. But anyway, that's it for the DeClue Loops 50K Ultra in Wildwood, Missouri. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and got some information from it. And if you're signing up for next year, maybe I'll see you there unless it's crazy hot. Thanks for watching.